Imagine a daily task, something so routine that you barely give it a second thought. Now imagine if that mundane activity could be transformed into an enjoyable experience while simultaneously contributing to your health. Yes, I'm talking about brushing your teeth. I know it sounds strange, but with the right tool, this task can be a whole new experience. Many dentists believe electric toothbrushes have a slight edge over manual ones. They reduce plaque, gingivitis, and lessen the force put into cleaning teeth and gums. But not all electric toothbrushes are equal. There's rotating, oscillating, and sonic toothbrushes, each with their own unique features. Then there's the gadgets: quadrant timers, apps, pressure sensors, OLED displays, Bluetooth technology. But even with all these options, there's one that stands out, one that just might make you look forward to brushing your teeth. Now, wouldn't that be something? But what makes it so special? You'll find out soon enough. Hey there, curiosity explorers, ready for another dive into the unknown? I'm your guide Caesar, and with me is the fantastic Sonia, always ready to dive deep into the ocean of curiosities.
Hello, fellow explorers. There's nothing more exciting than unraveling the mysteries of everyday life together.
Absolutely, Sonia. And remember, folks, your thoughts and ideas are what keep us going. So, don't forget to subscribe to the Curiosity Wonderland, leave a comment, share our episodes, and join us on this daily journey of discovery. So, it's not that manual toothbrushes don't do the job, but rather that electric toothbrushes have some advantages. They're better at reducing plaque and gingivitis, and are particularly good at lessening the force put into cleaning teeth and gums. This can help reduce the risk of gum recession and wear on your tooth structure.
That sounds quite beneficial, but I'm wondering, how exactly do you use an electric toothbrush correctly?
Great question. You should angle it at a 45-degree angle, sweep back and forth, and cover all the surfaces of your teeth. It's also important not to neglect the backside of your teeth, especially along the lower jaw behind the tongue.
Oh, I see. And what about these additional features you mentioned earlier?
Well, some features that people find most helpful are quadrant timers, which ensure you spend equal time brushing each section of your mouth, and apps that track where you could brush better.
That sounds helpful indeed. And how can we know if a toothbrush is reliable? Is there any sort of certification we should look for?
Absolutely. When you're shopping around, start by making sure the toothbrush has an American Dental Association seal of acceptance. This seal confirms that the product does what it claims and is safe and effective when used as directed.
That's good to know. But with so many options out there, how do we choose the best one?
Well, after considering the ADA seal, choosing between different dentist-approved electric options shouldn't cause stress. One dentist even compared choosing between Sonicare and Oral-B to picking between a Mercedes and BMW. It mostly comes down to personal preference. Now, when we talk about electric toothbrushes, they usually fall into three categories: rotating, oscillating, and sonic. Rotating toothbrushes have small circular heads that move back and forth to clean each tooth, while sonic toothbrushes have vibrating brush heads that move the bristles side to side at high speeds. The term oscillating is sometimes used interchangeably with rotating, but it refers to a side-to-side motion of the bristles.
So is one type better than the others?
Well, some dentists say there isn't a definitive answer to that. Some prefer sonic toothbrushes because they use a sonic wave to dislodge debris, which requires less force. But remember, the sweet spot is a toothbrush that does it all. Because teeth are curved, rotating heads can be more effective in getting to all sides of them.
I see. And how about the bristles? Are there any specific types we should look for?
That's a very good point. Hard-bristled toothbrushes can cause damage to your gums and enamel. So every expert recommends using a soft bristle brush, especially if you have sensitive teeth and gums.
That makes sense. I've also heard about toothbrushes with pressure sensors. What are they for?
Pressure sensors are really helpful. They beep or stop moving when you're brushing too hard, helping eliminate the possibility of overzealous brushing. This feature is particularly useful for people switching from manual brushes to electric ones, who might be used to putting some extra force behind their strokes. which isn't necessary with electric toothbrushes. One more essential feature of electric toothbrushes is the built-in timer. Some brushes run for the recommended 2 minutes, while others have a quadrant timer that alerts every 30 seconds. It's time to move to the next quadrant of your mouth when it alerts.
A timer does sound handy. How about the size of the brush head? Are bigger ones better?
Actually, the smaller the brush head, the better. A small head can reach your molars easily, which is a hard-to-clean area that people often miss. However, for those less meticulous about moving a small brush around every corner of each tooth, a broader head might be beneficial.
That makes sense. Now, can you give us an example of a top-notch electric toothbrush?
Sure, Oral-B brushes are a good option. They usually have more features and are more advanced. They rotate, oscillate, and pulsate, combining all 3 technologies. This specific brush can rotate 44,000 times per minute, which disrupts a lot of plaque. Oral-B brushes are also known for their small, round heads, which allows them to get around each tooth. Even this entry-level electric toothbrush has all the main features dentists recommend, including soft bristles and a pressure sensor.
It sounds like a great option for someone looking to switch from a manual toothbrush to an electric one.
Another interesting model I'd like to mention is the Oral-B Pro 1000. This toothbrush has a built-in 2-minute quadrant timer that vibrates every 30 seconds, letting you know when to move on to the next area of your mouth. However, it doesn't have a pressure sensor, and the brush head is larger.
So if someone wants to try an electric toothbrush without spending too much money, what would you suggest?
One of the few American Dental Association approved models you'll find in the drugstore is a good starting point. It does not have a timer or pressure sensor, but it does have soft bristles that change color when it's time for a new head. This brush is battery operated with replaceable Olay batteries. Just keep in mind, low-cost brushes tend to wear out faster.
That's a handy tip. Now, for someone who's willing to invest a bit more, any recommendations?
Well, Oral-B IO Series toothbrush stands out. It's a sleeker model with a display on the brush handle and a magnetic charging stand. It has 7 modes: daily clean, gum care, sensitive, super sensitive, whitening, intense, and tongue clean. It combines rotating, oscillating, and sonic technology and also features a 2-minute quadrant timer. The result is a thorough clean that leaves your teeth feeling squeaky clean. Speaking of high-tech options, I recently tried a toothbrush that uses an AI technology called 3D tracking. It works with an app to track brushing habits, showing real-time feedback. A rendering of your teeth progressively gets whiter on the app until it tells you that section is fully cleaned. The toothbrush also has an advanced pressure sensor, which lights up depending on the pressure you're applying. It's a high-end option, but it's worth it if you're into tech.
That's a coincidence. I also tried a new toothbrush recently. It's the Oral-B 8000, recommended by Jenna Milliner-Waddle, an associate editor at Strategist. It's a bit older, but it has a light-up pressure sensor and Bluetooth technology for real-time feedback on your brushing habits. It also has a built-in timer and comes with a charging case. It's a great option if you're looking for something a bit more budget-friendly.
Yes, the Oral-B 8000 is another excellent choice. But there's another major player in the space too, Sonicare. Their brushes are distinguishable from Oral-B brushes by the brush head. They're large and flat compared to Oral-B's small round brushes, and are also known for lasting quite long. Sonicare brushes don't rotate, but move the bristles from side to side. They use ultrasonic vibrational energy to disrupt the plaque.
So it's not just about the brushing motion?
Correct. The sonic power helps to shake off plaque and tartar. This specific model is accepted by the ADA. It features a timer, soft bristles, and sends out vibrations designed to break up debris.
Sounds like it does a good job of reaching hard-to-reach places.
Yes, that's the idea. There's also a light that tells you when to replace the head.
What about other options that aren't from the bigger brands?
The ProSys Sonic Brush is a lesser-known but quality option. It's marketed to dentists and is half the price of the more expensive ones. It comes with 5 different brush heads, all soft variations, making it safe for even the most sensitive teeth and dental implants.
And how many cleaning power levels does it have?
It has 5 different levels of cleaning power, meaning there are 25 potential settings on this toothbrush. The biggest standout feature is its battery life. Unlike most toothbrushes, which last for about 2 weeks on one charge, this one can go for about a month.
Wow, that must be really convenient for people who travel a lot.
Absolutely, no worries about the Process toothbrush dying on you or having to travel with your charger. Now, if you're shopping for an electric toothbrush and a water flosser, there are also 2-in-1 models that combine the best of both devices. Now, there's an interesting option that combines brushing and flossing into a single device. It has 3 functions: brushing, flossing, and both, and 2 brush speeds. Water flossing is less technique sensitive compared to regular flossing, which can work well for those with limited mobility or certain dental work, like braces or implants.
So this device could potentially reach places that traditional brushing and flossing can't.
Absolutely. It can remove harmful bacteria and debris deep between teeth and below the gum line that traditional methods might miss. It's not meant to replace traditional flossing, but it's certainly a close second.
I imagine it leaves your mouth feeling extra clean.
Some users have even said it feels like they've just had a professional cleaning.
What about other 2-in-1 flosser and toothbrush systems?
Good question. Another recommended model is about cheaper than the Fusion Professional model mentioned earlier. This one has 3 sonic modes: clean, whiten, and massage for gum stimulation, and 3 speeds, so it actually has more brushing options than the Fusion. And folks, can we talk about aesthetics? Your toothbrush doubles as bathroom decor, right? It's always out, reminding you to use it twice a day. A sleek, colorfully designed toothbrush can be like eye candy for your bathroom counter. Isn't it wonderful how functionality and design can come together like this in the world of toothbrushes? Do you agree? Or do you prefer the functionality of a toothbrush over its appearance? Now, for something aesthetically pleasing, there's the Gobi brand toothbrush. It's not just pretty to look at. This toothbrush has an oscillating head that provides a deeper clean than most entry-level options.
Does it have a reminder system for changing the brush head?
Yes, it does. The power button lights up when it's time to replace the head. Additionally, it has a built-in quadrant timer and soft bristles on a small round brush head, similar to Oral-B's.
And what about options for kids?
Good point. Kids' electric toothbrushes are typically recommended for ages 5 and up. Dr. Rashmi Ambawadekar, a pediatric dentist, suggests introducing an electric brush by starting with the front teeth and gradually moving towards the back.
Sounds like a gentle introduction to electric toothbrushes for kids.
Absolutely. In fact, having a toothbrush featuring their favorite characters or cartoons can encourage kids to use it more often. For instance, Oral-B has a collection of kids' brushes that are rechargeable and come with soft bristles.
Any other noteworthy options for kids?
Yes, the startup toothbrush company Quip. They have a kids' toothbrush that offers some ultrasonic vibration, but it's gentle enough for growing teeth. The soft bristles are surrounded by rubber massagers, which are easier on tender gums with loose and erupting teeth. So what's really convenient about Quip's kids' toothbrush is the subscription service for replacement heads and batteries. It's one less thing for parents to remember.
That sounds very useful.
Indeed it is. The smaller handle is also easier for kids to grip. Plus, it doesn't require a charging base, which frees up counter space. This is particularly beneficial for families sharing a bathroom.
And I'm guessing it's visually appealing for kids too.
Yes, it comes in 4 bright, kid-friendly colors: blue, pink, purple, and green. It's clear that a lot of thought goes into designing these products, ensuring they're not only effective, but also convenient and even fun for all users, adults and kids alike. It's fascinating to see how these everyday products evolve and adapt to suit our needs, isn't it?
Absolutely, it's amazing how something as simple as a toothbrush can be so complex and varied.
Yes, and with the advancement of technology, who knows what the future holds for toothbrushes and oral hygiene. To sum it all up, whether you prefer manual or electric, the perfect toothbrush is one that suits your individual needs. Electric toothbrushes might offer a slight edge in reducing plaque and gingivitis, and they can even add some fun to your daily brushing routine.
Whether you're a tech aficionado or a parent trying to make brushing time an adventure for your kid, there's a perfect electric toothbrush out there for you.
And remember, it's not just about the brush, but how you use it. As one dentist said, you don't need a Ferrari to deliver a pizza.
That's a wrap, folks. We hope you've enjoyed this episode as much as we did. Don't forget to blast that like button, drop us a comment, and share this with your friends.
From us here at Curiosity Wonderland, have a great day and keep smiling.
Goodbye, everyone.
This fascinating dive into the world of electric toothbrushes is credited to Ariel Avila. Ariel's article, titled The 11 Very Best Electric Toothbrushes, was published on the 14th of December 2023 on the NIMAG.com site. If you want to delve deeper into the subject, the full URL is in the video description. Take care, everyone.